I'm here by 7 o'clock because I want to greet the kids. It's building that relationship with the kids and with the parents. Good morning. How are you this morning? That carpool gives me an opportunity to greet the children. Good morning, Robert. Say, hey, this is a place to learn, and we're going to make sure you're learning. Good morning, Princess. You still have your favorite book?
Yep. I believe in myself. I am not afraid to dream.
I like the books. Every minute you have. Read, read, read. If you become a strong reader, that habit stays with you forever.
I will not quit.
This is our guided reading room. These are all leveled books. We have our charts so teachers can get the levels that they need because the children have to select a just right book.
We don't want to give them something too hard. We don't want to give them something too easy. So they always see themselves as being successful.
I have the heart of a winner. I am a Briarmeadow Bronco. Yeehaw!
Mr. Hines goes above and beyond every day.
He's always in motion and never still.
So let's walk this way.
He'll come in for just a couple minutes and he'll have a seat and he'll watch, but then he'll actually start teaching.
That's one of my problems. When I walk into a classroom and I get excited about the learning, and then I have to teach also. What is this?
Equivalent.
So it's really, really nice to have that mentor and a principal too.
So I will model instruction, but if you know that, you can do anything. I love being in the classroom. I like watching the light bulb come on.
It's made up of 6 triangles, so the numerator will also be 6, and it equals 1 whole.
Briarmeadow is about highly effective teachers. We have a hiring process that says we need to see their work. We bring them in as a substitute.
I felt like almost every day was an interview.
She sweated out the year, and now she's a fabulous teacher.
It seemed to have worked out since I'm still here.
There's a sense of urgency. When we find something that's right for kids, we're going to do it.
Briarmeadow is all about the most recent data, the most recent research, part of like the curriculum, for example, like Daily 5.
There's 5 components. Read to self, read with someone else, listen to reading, do extra word work, and writing.
And if you have those 5 things going on every day, the kids are going to be exposed to the curriculum that they need, the objectives that we need to give to them, and they're going to do it where they take ownership of it.
And the Daily 5 program allows students to have choice.
They have the power and the responsibility to choose what they want to work on it on their own, and to be productive that way, and to not always have someone telling you what you have to do.
Really what we want is independent readers, and that's been our main commitment.
Getting them to want to do it all on their own. I didn't even experience as a child the love of reading that I see. You have to make them stop.
I like the chapter books that are long chapters.
My boys will pick up a book and sit down and read on their bed.
I get in my bed, I start reading. It makes me feel more calm.
You get to read a lot, you improve in your English.
I was not a voracious reader. My daughter is, and it's because of the school teaching her how to read.
The person who made me interested in books is Miss Hurd. She's my teacher.
Instead of taking a electronic game toy of some sort, they would rather take a book.
Since Twilight came out, I guess the vampires are the new thing. So yeah.
It was Kim, Jason, and the Mystery of the Gold Coins. Really, I'm still reading it. I really loved it, and I started to think, well, I might as well keep reading chapter books. It's so good.
Even my math teacher, Mr. Wright, says this isn't a problem that particularly deals with math. It's more of a reading problem. You understanding the problem, you comprehending the problem.
They have that philosophy that success and reading are linked, and they push it.
That way you know what to do if there's like an earthquake or a tornado. Or like there's lots of lightning. Don't go to a lightning place. Don't go where lightning already struck. Or under a tree.
We have found that it makes for a smoother transition for Readers Writers Workshop from 4th grade up. The kids understand that during that language arts block time, you're either reading or you're writing.
In middle school, students want to have the responsibility. They want that respect.
I don't just read it and sit there. Somebody's going to hold me accountable for it. I'm going to have to talk about it.
What do you think that means in the midst of things?
And so it is a lot of more talking and sharing and reading than simply answering some question and moving on.
So we're always talking. When we walk around to the classrooms, I stop people and say, listen.
But the book doesn't tell us that.
You can hear the learning. It shouldn't be quiet.
It's just a summary about the book.
Those stations are drawing that child there. They're actively involved. those students that are in their centers are not disrupting the teacher at all. And there's authentic work going on. What are they doing? Reading, reading, reading. The teacher then can call either a group over to her table or she can assess at that time.
It gives the teacher the opportunity to really dig deep with each kid.
I need to have some time to where I can focus on a small group of kids.
That to me is where the most teaching happens, is with those small groups. Whether it's enriching the ones that are on grade level or above, or pulling up those ones and scaffolding the ones that need a little more support.
By the end of 3rd grade, our students are on level. They're way past it.
10.
In kinder, we have kids that are on a level 60.
You just can't put a price on that. It's just so cool.
To have highly effective teachers, you have to have teachers talk to each other.
Our teacher collaboration time on our early dismissal Fridays is absolutely crucial.
That's how we discovered Daily 5 in the first place, was teachers talking to each other and researching and finding what really fit our school the best, and then teaching each other about it.
It also then allows us to look at our data. Is this working? And if it's not, how do we change it? If it is, how do we make sure that it's working even better?
I believe in myself.
My vision is to have a place where children want to learn and get excited about learning.
I am not afraid to dream.
When you see their excitement, it just gives you chills all the way through your body.
I will not quit.
It's a rare job where you get to watch the world change in front of you. It's to make some sort of a positive impact. I really high five. I'm proud of you. Good job.